It is 11:01 a.m. and you're listening to ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. Welcome to The Edge for Monday, March 4th, 2024. Thank you so much for joining me on the program for today. And I look forward to a fruitful and meaningful conversation with you, the callers and listeners of this program. The numbers to call are 465-2555 or 718-577-2916 when we open the phone lines later on in the discussion. This program is also live via ZIZ TV, ZIZ's YouTube channel and Facebook page, and so you can also follow there. Let me say a special good morning to those of you viewing from across the diaspora, whether you are in the islands of Anguilla, St. Martin, the BVI, and the USVI, and those of you who are on mainland, New York, Miami, Atlanta. Thank you so much for tuning in to the program for today. And we'll get right into the discussion. Let me begin by congratulating the Team Nevis, the Nevis Sixth Form College Literary and Debating Society. They are the winners of the 52nd Annual Leeward Islands Debating Competition, LIDC, as it is commonly known. That took place from March 1st to 3rd, 2024 at the Royal St. Kitts Hotel in Frigate Bay. And the other participating teams are Anguilla, St. Martin, Montserrat, Antigua, and of course St. Kitts. And Nevis advanced to the finals after they competed with against Montserrat in debate 1 and against St. Martin in debate 3, and made it to the finals to compete against St. Kitts and came out on top, I think, some 640 plus points. I'm not remembering the exact number. And so that was yesterday, Sunday, the finals. And so it was a whole weekend of debates from Friday right into Sunday. And so congratulations to them. Very remarkable. The reaction from the supporters and well-wishers, their teachers, parents, guardians. The reaction was quite exciting, as you're seeing some of the videos circulating social media. And so congratulations to Team Nevis on a job well done. Also congratulations to Team St. Kitts for putting up a very good debate as well, and of course the other participating teams. LIDC has been going on for some 52 years, and I read some interesting information that I'm pretty sure a lot of people were not aware of with regards to LIDC and how it all started. Well, not how it all started, but who were the first people from the first set up, who were the people who represented Nevis back in the early stages or the early days of the LIDC competition that has been going on now for some 52 years. And so I read that representing Nevis was Mackie France and Sherry Tross, and they were the first representatives from Nevis to win. And I think to date Nevis has about 12 titles of winning the competition, about 12 titles, and it took them, I think, more than 10 years to win their first competition. And so kudos to them. The defending champions last year, they were St. Martin, and so St. Martin really came to defend the title, but Nevis decided that they were going to take this one. Now, let me share with you that the Leeward Islands debating competition that was born in 1972 witnessed a transformative journey for Nevis. It says that it took about 13 years for the island to get its first victory in 1985, and the debaters were Sherry Truss and Mackie France. That also coincided with the establishment of the Nevis Sixth Form College. People in Nevis were excited and they were celebrating. Now, since that win, Nevis has secured 12 victories, holding the record for the most wins among all the islands. Today, Sherry Truss, she later on became a career diplomat, and Mackie France became a director at the Four Seasons Resort in Nevis. And so LIDC has been going on for 52 years, and hundreds of students from across the Leeward Islands have participated in this competition and have gone on to do some wonderful things. And so kudos to them, kudos to their teams, their support teams. Participating in debating competitions is never an easy thing. The expectation is high. There's a lot of pressure. When you're in that room and you're on the podium and you're debating, you're not just thinking about the judges, but you're thinking about that room of people, the audience. And sometimes the audience here could be very harsh at times. And so it's never an easy thing to stand in front of an audience and debate. And debating is not just how you sound. While how you sound is very important, but debating is not just how you sound, but it is the information that you present. Is it factual? Is it a compelling argument? Are you well researched? These are some of the things that the judges usually look for when debates are had. And so at the end of the debate, Nevis came out on top. The overall best speaker went to a young lady by the name of Maya Lake of the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School in Anguilla. She was named best speaker overall for the competition, and Michaela Maynard of the Nevis Sixth Form College was named best speaker for the finals. And so great things are coming out of LIDC. Again, I also want to make mention of the teachers and the support staff and sponsors. Without them, I don't think this would have been possible. And so the students, year after year, continue to receive tremendous support from the teachers. I read that some of the teachers, the chaperones, they too were participants in LIDC. And so they were there. They know what it takes. They know of the pressure that you receive when you're standing in front of a room filled with people. And so the expectations is really, really high. But kudos to all of the participants. I think they did extremely well. I got the opportunity to listen to some of the debates, not in their entirety, but from what I listened, from what I heard, what I listened to and what I heard, very, very good. So kudos to them. It is 10 minutes past the 11 o'clock hour, and you're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I am your host, Devonne Cornelius, and again, thank you so much for joining me in the program for today. Let us take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. Stay tuned.
Athletic Stadium and the Nevis Athletic Stadium will be energized by SKN's top athletes for the 2024 TDC Track and Field Inter-School Championship. Be a part of the historic multi-city event when SKN Athletics bring you 4 days of track and field on Thursday, March 14th and Friday, March 15th at the Kim Collins Athletic Stadium, and Saturday, March 16th and Sunday, March 17th at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. Saturday tickets are $30 preferred seated, $15 for adults on the ground, and $10 for children on the ground. Sunday tickets are $40 preferred seated, $20 for adults on the ground, and $15 for children on the ground. Tickets are available at City Drugstore Nevis and Digicel St. Kitts. It's energy for the 2024 TDC Track and Field Inter-School Championships. March 14th to March 17th at the Kim Collins Athletic Stadium and the Nevis Athletic Stadium. Sponsored by TDC, First Federal, the Department of Sports St. Kitts, and the Department of Sports Nevis. Energy!
Join us every Wednesday for In Focus, a weekly talk show produced by the St. Kitts Nevis Information Service, where we provide exclusives with key persons within the government and discuss pertinent, relevant, and interesting matters that affect us all. Tune in every Wednesday, live on ZIZ Radio and streamed live on Facebook at SKNIS Media and ZIZ Online. In Focus, your government, your business.
Welcome back to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne, Cornelius, and thank you so much for joining me on the program for today. This edition I will be dedicating to ZIZ, as tomorrow we will be celebrating our 63rd anniversary, and so I would want to use this program to give callers the opportunity to call in and share your congratulations and wish anniversary greetings to ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, which is celebrating 63 years of service to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. Without you, it would not have been possible. And on behalf of the Board of Directors, management, and staff, I thank you, the listeners and supporters and well-wishers of ZIZ Radio, for your tremendous support over the past 63 years. Obviously, I am new to ZIZ, but I share with the other staff members who've been here before me in the excitement and the impact that ZIZ has made to broadcasting in St. Kitts and Nevis, across the region, and on the international stage. It's 15 minutes past, and we'll open the phone lines. And today we will be focusing on the 63rd anniversary of ZIZ, which is actually tomorrow. But we want to give callers the opportunity today to share their anniversary greetings for the company. Tomorrow, of course, there will be different giveaways and what's not and thing happening on the radio, and we have different activities to commemorate the 63rd anniversary. So we'll open the phone lines now and begin taking your calls at 465-2555. Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, good morning, Devonne. Maybe for happy birthday in advance to the radio ZIZ. But I got a grievance to hear from up the airport with all those 11 people or whatever people they lay off and say a new company going to take over. But they were supposed to give the people their money the same time too, because they got the bills to pay and they got a house rent to pay. And I want the government couldn't tell the people them about it with advice. And they want that now we vote for. We vote for better. Thank you.
All right, caller, thank you for your contribution to the program. It is 11:16. The phone lines are open, and we're taking your calls at 465-2555. Do we have any callers on the line? We do. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Morning, Devon. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine.
Advance birthday greetings.
Wait, one before you continue, could you turn off the radio, please? Too much feedback.
Advance birthday greetings to ZIZ and you. And I like to see you on the TV. You look good.
Thank you, caller, so much for your contribution.
Okay, bye.
And your greetings. Thank you so much. We're taking your calls here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. Call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. ZIZ is celebrating its 63rd anniversary tomorrow, and we're using the opportunity today to allow callers to share their anniversary greetings as we celebrate 63 years of broadcasting in St. Kitts and Nevis and across the Caribbean region. And as I mentioned, it would not have been possible without the support of the community here in St. Kitts and Nevis, and so we want to hear from you. Perhaps you can also share a moment you had with ZIZ, a fond memory, or whatever you'd like to share. Or for some of the callers who have been to the studios of ZIZ Radio and TV. It's 17 minutes past. The phone lines are open. We want to hear from you. You can also leave your anniversary greetings on our social media platforms, whether it be the Facebook page or the YouTube channel. Let's head back to the phone lines and we'll take this call. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Greetings. Thanks for taking our call. Can you hear us well?
Yes, I am hearing you. Could you speak up a bit, though?
Okay. Well, we just called to see Advance 63rd to ZIZ. And wish you many more. Yeah, going forward. It's a government-owned station, so it's the people radio station, you know. At one time, I was reminded when I came in from Jamaica that at one time we described ZIZ as zeal in zoo. But we can't do that no more. We can't do that anymore. ZIZ have moved on, and you know, not in that state anymore. Even though they need to be more free enough. Over the years, things have changed a bit, but there's always room for elevation. Isn't it?
Thank you, caller, so much for your contribution to the program. We're taking your calls. Let's head back to the phone lines. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Happy birthday in advance to ZIZ.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution. We'll take this call. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning. Advance birthday greetings to ZIZ.
All right, thank you so much. Remember, guys, when you call to turn off your radio, you have to turn off your radio. We're taking your calls at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Remember, when you call, turn off whatever device you're listening on, your radio or TV. We're getting feedback. Let's hit this call.
Yeah, that was the granddaughter take part. Oh, Marriott, Unica Rollins, with the thing. She has 6 farmers at the thing when the
LIDC?
college, Unica Rollins. So go out to her. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that. Let's take this call. Okay, we don't have any callers. You can call us at 465-2555, 718-577-2916. You're listening to ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation. Stay tuned.
Already, boss? You sure you can drive after them drinks?
Yeah, I could handle it, ain't too far from here. I'm gonna take my time.
to drink and drive.
The problem with drinking and driving is the morning after. Drink responsibly.
This message was brought to you by the St. Kitts Nevis National Council on Drug Abuse Prevention in collaboration with SKNIS.
Welcome back to the Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. We are taking your calls to the program for today to share your greetings on the anniversary of ZIZ 63 years. Call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. We are celebrating our 63rd anniversary tomorrow, but today we want to build the excitement, we want to build the energy leading into our anniversary, and giving the callers the opportunity to call in and share their greetings as we celebrate 63 years of broadcasting in St. Kitts and Nevis, across the region and on the international stage. You can also leave your greetings via our social media platform. You can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, I think Instagram as well, and share your greetings with us as we celebrate 63 years. But the phone lines are open, and we are taking your calls, at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. If you have no callers, let me just share some information about ZIZ Radio. So the name ZIZ is not new to St. Kitts. In the mid-1930s, the sons of Administrator Douglas Roy Stewart and their friend Kittitian radio enthusiast Kenneth Malaloo applied for permission to conduct experimental commercial broadcasting on the island and were issued with the call sign ZIZ. The transmissions were heard mostly by residents in the Bastia area. When Stewart died, his family left the Caribbean and the radio station went silent. World War II showed the importance of radio in reaching the minds of the person in the street. For the first time, military tactics were accompanied by propaganda maneuvers on the airwaves. Psychological warfare took on unprecedented proportions, as there were no guns that could shoot down the announcers, who minimized enemy successes and bolstered support at home. With the days of empire numbered by a growing demand for democracy, Britain realized that in order to retain its status as a significant world power, it had to rethink its relations with the colonies. Maintaining a measure of intellectual control over a medium that reached thousands was a means to that end, and the BBC fulfilled that role with distinction. It became the authority, the model, and the symbol of educational and intellectual achievement to which every colony aspired. In 1955, when the idea of a radio station in St. Kitts was first discussed, conditions were promising for a positive outcome. The project became a favorite one of C.A. Paul Southwell, then Minister of Communications and Works, who devoted a great deal of time and effort to it. Initially, the Colonial Development and Welfare Fund identified the sum of £16,000 for the establishment of a public service broadcasting service owned and operated by the government. By 1959, the amount had been increased to £23,000. In 1960, Carney Osborne was identified as the future broadcasting and public relations officer and was sent to train in Canada and with the BBC in London. The responsibility of seeing the new station become a reality lay in his hands, and eventually so did its day-to-day activities. The Public Works Department undertook the planning and construction of the new building at Springfield. The Department of Electricity and Telephones and Cable and Wireless also assisted in significant ways to make the project a reality. In preparation for the start of regular programming, the station was on the air for 1.5 hours every evening for a period of 2 weeks. On Sunday, the 5th of March, 1961, the project became a reality. Punctually at 4 p.m., Administrator Lieutenant Colonel H.A.C. Howard opened the proceedings. The Honorable F.T. Williams then handed the keys to the building to the Chief Minister, Southwell, who delivered the feature address in which he gave a brief history of the project and acknowledged the contribution of all those involved. He also explained the government's involvement in the project. He said that radio was considered such a potent and effective force for good or ill that governments all over the world found it necessary to control broadcasting in their territories. He also expressed the readiness of the syndicate's government to cooperate with the West Indies federal government in respect to any reasonable proposals for regional broadcasting. Following the official launching, ZIZ started transmitting for a 3-hour period between 6 and 9 every evening. One of the very first speakers to be heard on the air was Joseph Archibald, registrar of the territory, who shared his favorite gramophone recordings with his audience in My Kind of Music. Big success was the transmission of 3 songs recorded at the Irish Town School. Broadcasting and Information Officer Osborne hoped that this was the beginning of a series of visits to schools throughout the island. We'll take a pause on that and share some more later. You're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. It is 11:30. The phone lines are open. Call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. We are taking your calls. ZIZ celebrates its 63rd anniversary tomorrow, March 5th, but we want to hear from you today, leading into tomorrow, as you share your greetings, anniversary greetings with us. 63 years of broadcasting in St. Kitts and Nevis. If we do have no calls, we will take a break. We have callers? We do. We have some callers in the line. Let's take this one. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Devonne. How are you doing?
I am doing good, thanks. And you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking me.
Awesome.
I would like to send some anniversary greetings to the Baptist. They're celebrating an anniversary too, and may they continue to do the will of God, be obedient to God, speak the word in season and out of season, and occupy until it comes. And to ZIZ, continue to be the #1 station, ZIZ. And I am the team that is the one with the debate.
Team Nevis.
Oh, David, yeah! Congratulations. All of them did a wonderful job. And you have a wonderful day, a productive week. Bye-bye, Devon.
You too, and thank you so much for your contribution. Let's head back to the phone lines. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Devon.
Yes, good morning.
What I wanted to look into me for the toilet down by the mall.
Sorry?
The bathroom by the mall down there.
Yes, you said what? Sorry?
The bathroom down by the mall, the toilet.
Okay, what happened there?
That down a couple of weeks now. So I want to look into it for me because the tourism need to use the toilet.
Okay.
All
right, caller. Thank you for your contribution. Do we have any more callers? All right, let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll be taking some more calls. at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Stay tuned. Welcome back to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. We are taking your calls. Call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Yes, for those of you who missed Team Nevis won the LIDC, that is the Leeward Islands Debating Competition. It wrapped up yesterday at the Royal St. Kitts Hotel. We're taking your calls as ZIZ prepares for its 63rd, or prepares to celebrate its 63rd anniversary tomorrow on March 5th, 2024. So some more information about ZIZ Radio and the history from 1961. It reads that the Broadcasting and Information Officer, Carney Osborne, hoped that this was the beginning of a series of visits to schools throughout the island. Lorna Shepherd, who was the secretary of the station, was also given the duty of announcing the songs on Pepper Pot, a children program, and of introducing the Wednesday concert. The technical side of the operation was in the hands of Zephaniah Joseph. Lloyd Bramble was appointed program assistant in 1963, and Eustace Hicks joined the staff as operator technician in 1966. For the next 5 years, ZIZ tried with limited means to cater to the interests of the citizens of the state. Programs of a community nature satisfied the need for self-expression. The small staff attempted to find out what was on the mind of the person on the street with regards to the issues of the day, and even the shut-ins were given a chance to have a say. Parliamentary debates were aired live, an activity that at the time had not been initiated in England, and the government ministers made frequent visits to the station to keep the people informed of their various activities. It says that to assist students sitting exams in literature, selections from texts set were often read on the air. For parents, teachers, and students, the radio became an extension of the classroom. Teachers found good use for the current affairs and news programs, as students were expected to stay abreast of what was going on in their country and in the world at large. So ZIZ has been making a significant impact in St. Kitts and Nevis and across the region for quite some time. We'll head back to the phone lines and we'll be taking some more calls. Hello, caller, you are on the air.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Just want to wish ZIZ happy birthday and many more successes. The pulse of the Eastern Caribbean, keep it going.
Thank you, caller, so much for your greetings and your contribution to the program. Let's take some more calls. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Happy birthday to ZIZ and the best station so far. You know, whether you're in St. Thomas, they used to call it ZIZ. Because what happened, they said they wasn't hearing it clearly down the radio, but in St. Martin, when I was there, I used to hear it a bit, a little clearish, yeah. Well, that's ZIZ. We really is a use to the country. Big up to ZIZ. I remember the morning then when you're going to school and when you hear the sign coming on at 9 o'clock, you know, you are late for school. Yeah, now Miss Charles, the teacher named Miss Charles, and Teacher William going to give you the broad letter on over your back. So, ZIZ and the Baptist Church to make anniversary yesterday, yeah. Big up to them. Big up all the ways that I wake up in the morning and listen to ZIZ. My cousin Goldwyn had sing that, so can you please play it before you go off the air? Thank you.
All right, caller, thank you so much for your contribution. Let's head back to the phone lines and we'll take this call.
Yes, good morning. Lovina Maynard and lady used to be a really good program when we got there to line up to go in a ZIZ when he opened. And all the ZIZ people have a blessed time. And you take care too. Enjoy. We think it.
All right, thank you so much. You're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM, a special program today dedicated to the 63rd anniversary of the company, having started in 1961. It is 11:37 and we wrap up at noon just in time for the ZIZ Midday Newscast. The official anniversary of the company is March 5th, but we want to build the anticipation and the excitement leading into the 63rd anniversary of the station. And so we are taking your calls, giving you an opportunity to share your anniversary greetings as we celebrate 63 years of broadcasting in St. Kitts and Nevis across the Caribbean region and the international stage. You can also share with us how beneficial ZIZ has been towards your personal and professional development. Some callers made mention of the fact that there were certain programs that they enjoyed listening to. As I was reading the information on ZIZ Radio, I saw that there were students and teachers who were saying basically that ZIZ became an extension of the classroom, as they were able to listen to the station for news and current affairs programs so that they can stay abreast of what is happening in the country and what is happening on the international stage. And so there is absolutely some benefit to listening to the news and understanding what is happening in and around you. The phone lines are open and we want to hear from you as you share your greetings with ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation. 63 years of service in the country. If you have no calls, I want to share some more information about ZIZ. So it also reads that the Aunt Lulu or Lovina Maynard, I think I just mentioned her name, right? Yeah, Lovina Maynard and Uncle Goldwyn Keynes became popular with the children. Reverend Botolph of St. Peter's Anglican Church provided amusement and educational content with his renditions of plays, literary works in which he provided voices for all the characters. It reads that Goldwyn Keynes introduced Latin. It says Goldwyn Keynes introduced Latin music to his listeners. Connie Osborne read poetry and played tunes for the enjoyment of all, and coverage was given to local sporting events. Requests poured in daily from all corners of the state and even overseas. Contacts with the BBC allowed for the airing of The Adventures of Jimmy Clitheroe and Ned Kelly, and the music of Victor Sylvester, whereas London Calling, the Caribbean, became a feature of daily listening. But perhaps it was the international sporting events for which this link was not, or was most appreciated rather. Who did not look forward to the thrill of listening to commentaries of World Cup and Test cricket matches in a village shop with his or her friends? How many were those who would bet that Barbadian opening batsman Conrad Hunt would have hit 4 runs off the first ball bowled to him in West Indies versus England test matches, and when he did, cheered loudly along with the crowd many, many miles away. Now the expansion in 1973, recognizing the value of reaching a more discerning audience with a variety of programs, the management of ZIZ embarked on a transmissions on its FM frequency. By 1975, equipment had been purchased to increase the power of the radio station to 10,000 watts and to establish a studio in Charlestown, Nevis. So I found out the other day, and very recently, that there was a station in Nevis. ZIZ had an extension in Nevis. I did not know that. I did not know that, and I think it stopped operating because of a fire or something that they had. But that was absolutely news to me. And so, you see the benefit of reading up and knowing these things. But I found this out the other day. So this is information I'm sharing with you for those of you who may not be aware. Where ZIZ started, what was the journey like, and where it is today. As if you're just tuning in, you're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. The phone lines remain open, and we head back to take your calls. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Cornelius.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am doing good. What about you?
I'm fine.
Awesome. Good to hear.
Advance birthday greetings to ZIZ.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Prince Edward National Showcase, long time ago.
Sorry, you could repeat that, please?
Prince Edward, the National Showcase. I used to listen to him.
All right. All right, thank you so much for that caller. So yeah, you can even call to say some of the programs that you remember that took place way back in the day. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm sending advance birthday greetings to ZIZ and their co-workers.
All right, caller, thank you so much for your contribution to the program. Let's take this. All right, we're taking your calls 465-2555-718-577-2916. We are preparing for our 63rd anniversary, and so we're taking your calls, giving you an opportunity to share your greetings. Caller, you're on the air. Morning.
Hello, good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I am doing good. What about you?
Not bad, not bad. First of all, let me greet you on the program you host from 11 until 12. Let me greet you. I enjoyed very much.
Thank you.
And your forthrightness in controlling things. However, I'm calling off to St. Eustatius. I'm a citizen of St. Kitts Nevis, really. St. Kitts Nevis. But I want to wish ZIZ a happy birthday in advance. It's growing up. It was my favorite station then, because I believe as a youngster that was the only station around us. So I recall going to school early morning. We would have known when we were late for school, because we would have heard when BBC News would have come on in the morning at 9 o'clock. We know we're really late and we had to walk from a distance from home to where the school is. However, I enjoyed ZIZ very, very much, a station of history. One of my favorites, I used to recall listening every Friday afternoon, because the program used to come over from BBC. ZIZ used to hear it. London Calling the Caribbean.
Yes.
Then we used to know that, and then my favorite newscaster then was Bill Bramble. I think originally he was out of Montserrat. So, and then Junie Leeward, he had an afternoon program, Oldie Goldies, and on, so many things. But congratulations to ZIZ. You have really informed the nation, and I hope that everything go well. Well, congratulations again to you on your program.
Thank you so much, caller, for your contribution to the discussion for today. It is 11:46. Do we have any more callers? We are taking your calls at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. We are gearing up for our 63rd anniversary tomorrow, Tuesday, March 5th. And we're taking your calls, giving you an opportunity to share your greetings. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Hi, a very good, blessed morning to you.
Same to you.
I want to say happy advance birthday to the pulse of the Eastern Caribbean, Radio ZIZ.
All right, thank you so much. The phone lines are open. Share with us. Remember, when you call, to turn off whatever device, if it's your TV or radio. We want to hear you clearly, and I'm pretty sure other people would also like to hear you, but the radio is giving feedback. It is 11:47. We'll see how much more calls we can take as we wrap up the conversation for the ZIZ Midday Newscast. And so call us at 465-2555. Remember, you can also leave your greetings on our social media platforms. We are gearing up for our 63rd anniversary, and we want you to be a part of the celebration. I am giving callers the opportunity in this program to share their greetings, and you can also make mention of some of the programs that you remember listening to in the early days. Let's go as far as back as the 90s, the early 2000s, the 80s, the 70s on ZIZ Radio. A caller mentioned the program London Calling the Caribbean. I just read about that. A lady mentioned Lovina Maynard, who was one of the announcers here, and so ZIZ definitely has played a significant role in educating the nation and keeping the nation abreast of what is happening in the country and across the region. And on the international stage, as you can see, there was some collaboration with the BBC out of London. Just about 10 minutes left, and so you can call us 465-2555 or 718-577-2916 to state this call.
Good morning.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Happy birthday to ZIZ tomorrow. 63 years of broadcasting. And I remember they used to have this program, Open House, and Golden King used to keep this one with musical of Tina, a program. When I was growing up.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your contribution to the program. The phones are open. Let's hear from our callers. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Yes, this person used to work the name Bill Bramble too. He was from Montserrat, but he lived here for many years. I used to work with him as a maid when I was younger too. He and his wife, yeah. And so that's the really thing, I used to like to listen to the children program on Saturday morning. Yeah, and they used to got quiz and so on, you will call in, they'll give you a thing to say, and you will call in and give the answer and so. So that's really the pulse of the Caribbean. You really help out think it's so true. Educate a lot of people and everything. It's just good. It's just good. You can't take it from them. ZIZ, power to ZIZ, and a lot of things. A thing named Cactus. It's over there by Frigate, but I learned that after ZIZ you can take it and wash your face with it. You have a lot of water, and then we don't got him just growing up and dying out like that. It's very important. One Saturday morning I was listening, and someone came on with the program and said, wow, we have a lot of things around here we could use, Telling keep out the drugstore, use natural thing, use the aloes. Thank you. But it's bitter. Bitterness is going to help you along the way.
All right, caller, thank you for your contribution to the program. The phone lines are open. Call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. You're taking your calls at verse advance anniversary greetings for ZIZ as we celebrate 63 years of broadcasting in St. Kitts and Nevis. Thank you so much for your calls and contribution. A few minutes left, but we'll see how many more callers we can get to share their fond memory about ZIZ, you know, some of the programs that you listen to or remember hearing on the airwaves. So we want to hear from you. But I also want to share some information about ZIZ TV. So under the guidance of Mr. Eustace John, ZIZ Television officially began programming on December 3rd, 1972, becoming a part of the #1 media house in the Federation. ZIZ Television can be seen on Channel 5 in St. Kitts. ZIZ TV is known as the community station and sees itself as the people's station, since its programming is about the people of St. Kitts and Nevis as a nation. The local programming offers by the station makes it unique. There is a consistent coverage of major events on the island, such as carnival celebrations, tourism month activities, Independence, music festival, the news of the day, village festivals, and Culturama on Nevis, now broadcasting 24 hours daily, up from 8 hours a few years ago. The programming hours have grown significantly as the needs of the people of the Federation has grown. 90% of the programming on ZIZ Television is local, fulfilling its role of keeping its viewers informed, educated, and entertained. ZIZ Television is also a member of the Caribbean Media Corporation Network and the Caribbean Broadcast Media Partnership, bringing news of major Caribbean events, issues, and programs from around the region. With valuable archive material from as far back as the 70s, ZIZ Television has recently taken the decision to make the showcasing of its material a major component of our programming, and from 12 midnight to 4 p.m. the next day, video footage and a look at the history and the economic and infrastructural development of St. Kitts and Nevis is shown to our viewers. ZIZ Television has a live evening news broadcast at 7 o'clock daily. Additionally, there is a live broadcast of shows throughout the week and various programs. ZIZ Television hopes to continue to grow and satisfy the needs of our viewers. It is our aim to increase our broadcast of live local productions. You've been listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I have been your host, Devonne Cornelius. Until next time, you guys stay safe. Continue to listen to ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM and Channel 5. Viewers on Channel 5, ZIZ TV. You guys stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Have a good one.